Welcome to the Simple English Hub channel, where you learn English in simple ways, clear ways, and real-life ways. I am very happy you are here today. In this lesson, we will learn how to ask simple questions in English, not difficult questions, not grammar-heavy questions, just real, daily, useful questions that help you speak, connect, and feel confident. If you are a beginner, this lesson is for you. If you work in an English-speaking environment, this lesson is also for you. And if you feel scared to ask questions in English, you are exactly in the right place. Many learners understand English when they listen, but when it is time to speak, they freeze. Their mind says one thing, but their mouth says nothing. They worry about grammar. They worry about word order. They worry about mistakes. This fear stops many people from improving. Today, we will slowly remove that fear together. Let me tell you something very important. You do not need perfect English to ask questions. You only need simple structure and courage. Native speakers ask short questions every day. They do not think about grammar rules. They think about meaning, and that is what we will do today. Let me introduce you to a learner named Daniel. Daniel understands basic English. He can read, he can listen, but when he needs to ask a question, his heart beats fast. At work, he needs help, but he stays silent. At the store, he needs information, but he walks away. He tells himself, "My English is bad." This thought keeps him quiet. But one day, Daniel learns something simple. Asking questions does not need perfection. It needs practice. We start with the safest question in English. This question is like a door opener. The question is, "Can I ask you something?" This sentence is very powerful. It prepares the listener, and it prepares you. When you say this sentence, you feel less nervous. The other person usually smiles and says, "Sure." That small moment gives you confidence. For example, Daniel practices this sentence alone. He says it slowly. "Can I ask you something?" One day, he uses it at work. His coworker says yes. Daniel feels calm. He asks his question, and the world does not end. That moment changes him. Now we move to asking about places. This is very useful for beginners and for work. The question is, do you know where is? You can ask about the bathroom, the office, the meeting room, or the bus stop. For example, you say, "Do you know where the bathroom is?" Or, "Do you know where the manager's office is?" Many learners worry about word order, but you do not need to think too much. Just remember the pattern. Do you know where plus the place? That is enough. Sometimes the answer is yes. Sometimes the answer is no. Both are normal. Asking is already success. Even if someone says, "Sorry, I don't know," you did something brave. You spoke. Now let us talk about time questions. Time questions are very important at work and in daily life. A simple question is, what time does it start? You can change it to anything. For example, what time does the meeting start? Or what time does work start? Or what time does the class start? The answer might be simple. It starts at 9. You can reply with, "Thank you." Short, polite, clear. Another useful time question is, "When is the meeting?" Or, "When is your break?" These questions help you stay informed and confident. Asking questions shows responsibility, not weakness. Now we move to asking for help. This is one of the most important skills in English. Many learners feel shy asking for help. They think it makes them look weak. But asking for help makes you strong. A very polite question is, "Could you help me with?" You can say, "Could you help me with this task?" Or, "Could you help me with this form?" This question is perfect for work and daily life. Let me tell you about Sarah. Sarah works in an office. She understands her job, but sometimes instructions are in English. One day, she does not understand something, but she stays quiet. She feels stressed. Later, she learns this sentence. The next day, she says, "Could you help me with this?" Her coworker explains. Sarah feels relieved. She realizes asking questions saves time and reduces stress. Now we practice asking about opinions. This is great for conversation and teamwork. The question is, what do you think of? You can say, "What do you think of this idea?" Or, "What do you think of this plan?" This question shows respect and interest. The answer can be short, "I like it," or "I don't like it," or "It's good." Simple answers are okay. Now, let us talk about experience questions. These questions help you learn about people. The question is, how long have you been? For example, how long have you been working here? Or, how long have you been learning English? Many learners fear this question because it looks long. But you only need short answers. For 2 years, or since last year. Now let us slow down and practice together. Listen and repeat in your mind or out loud. Can I ask you something? Do you know where the office is? What time does the meeting start? Could you help me with this? How long have you been working here? You see, these are real questions. These are daily English questions. Now, let us talk about fear. Fear comes from silence. The more you stay silent, the bigger fear becomes. The more you speak, the smaller fear becomes. Mistakes are not dangerous. Silence is. Every question you ask builds confidence. Now, let us do guided speaking practice. Imagine I am talking to you directly. I ask you, "Can I ask you something?" You say, "Yes." I ask, "Do you know where the meeting room is?" You answer. I ask, "What time does work start?" You answer. This is conversation. This is learning. Now, your daily speaking challenge. Every day, ask at least one question in English. It can be to a person or to yourself. Ask about time. Ask about place. Ask about work. Speak out loud. Do not whisper. Do not hide. Now, your homework. For 7 days, practice these questions. Day 1, practice place questions. Day 2, practice time questions. Day 3, practice help questions. Day 4, practice opinion questions. Day 5, practice experience questions. Day 6, mix them all. Day 7, record yourself asking 5 questions. Listen, smile. You are improving. If you are an absolute beginner, do not rush. Speak slowly. Repeat often. Confidence comes from repetition, not speed. If you are learning for work, remember this. Asking questions makes you professional. It shows you care. Before we finish, remember this. English is not talent. English is not magic. English is practice. English is courage. If Daniel and Sarah can overcome fear, you can too. Thank you for learning with me on the Simple English Hub channel, where English is simple, friendly, and possible for everyone. Keep asking questions, keep speaking, keep believing, and I will see you in the next lesson.